everybody, welcome to episode number 79. 79 of TerraFirmaCraft Reloaded. We're back at it again, and look at where we are. Look at this place. Many of you will have seen some of this from the streams recently. And that's why there's been a little break between episodes, because we've done 3 streams in a row on TerraFirmaCraft Reloaded between the last episode and this one, getting everyone's requests built here. And so we're done. They're all done. I mean, there's a few things that are still being cooked up that we need to just amend and just kind of fix a little bit. And there's a couple of them out of order, but essentially, Pacey Sinclair, you were the first person to submit a request. A suit of red steel armor, which we made from scratch. Martin Stewart, mining Scotsman, with a barrel of beer. Big ups. And I thought we'd just start by just going around and just giving everybody who did submit a request and everyone who's part of this first 1,000 subscriber club a bit of a shout out here today. So we got Skullman. I think the plinth speaks for itself. Big ups to Skullman. Purple Polaroid, Noah West. Only heavy engineering blocks required there. Nothing too expensive. Martin M wanted a thumbs up statue. I think it's not the best statue I made. So a lot of people requested different statues that we chiseled. The thumbs up, it worked okay. It works all right. Martin M, thank you. Kurt Luhan, don't trust gold. With a steel chest plate on a block of gold. Gold? Or is it? Abhishek Gupta wanted a Indian flag. I think we did a pretty good Indian flag. Not too shabby. Gustavo Longato, big ups to you. This is awarded jar. He wanted a brain in a jar. So that is, if we had our Thorncraft stuff on, which we don't, but if we did, we would be able to see that is actually brain juice. Whatever the juice is that you get from that particular aspect where the logo is a brain. That's what this is. Matthias Gutvik, Panda Viking. A zombie head. A simple zombie head. Charlie Winter also wanted a brain in a jar. I believe there was something else. We might need to double check that one. There may have been something else to add to the brain in the jar that we don't have yet. I think it might have been cheese, because I think Charlie Winter wanted something Dutch, if I remember correctly, and we were going to put a piece of cheese in an item frame there. That's what I think. Oh no, that was Noah Drummond. I remember the cheese was supposed to go here, the orange flour and the cheese. Noah Drummond was with the Dutch request. Drummy45, thank you as well. Big ups to both Charlie and Noah. Apologies about the little Dutch confusion there. I'm pretty sure the cheese was Noah. I should really just have it open in the other screen so that I know what I'm talking about. Right, Poseidon. Poseidon requested a load of super expensive blocks, and I think this was our closest approximation. Yeah. I think he wanted an ME crafting terminal, and we went with a crafting bench. A redstone lamp, we went with some glowstone. And I think it was a note block, but I think the note block was supposed to have a tune that it played behind it, which we could still potentially do. But the problem with the ME stuff and also with the redstone lamps are actually, let me show you this because it's actually kind of interesting. Redstone lamps in this pack are, well, they're quite expensive in terms of brass and redstone, but that's fine. But this tin wire comes from Shergant, and we need this wire draw bench, okay, which is a bit nuts. It requires these leather belts and tongs. Okay, let's look at the leather belts. Okay, the leather belts we can actually do, but they're expensive and we have run out of leather. Tongs, yeah, we can do. So it's stuff we can do, but it's just like, yeah, we actually, one of the issues is item frames. Lots of people wanted item frames, and we spent a lot of our leather on the item frames up there with the ingot storage or the ore storage. So we are processing more leather, and we've got lots of item frames that we need to put in. So that brings us on to Stefano. Big ups to Poseidon, by the way, and sorry for my cheap rendering of your request. I hope it doesn't cheapen your enjoyment of this grand haul. And if we get to ME stuff, we'll keep our eye on all the things we do need to adjust. We're definitely adding cheese, so if we can upgrade that, we certainly will. Now, Stefano, aka the Listless Onion. Can you guess what goes in this item frame? You guessed it, an onion. And a nice pine pillar there that Stefano requested. A true OG of the channel, big ups to Stefano. Ian Pickett, another true OG here. Just a note block, just a casual note block. Nice kick drum there. Big ups to Ian. Lucas Pesura, I hope. The Dark Knight cometh with a black steel armor set. Again, made from scratch specifically for the occasion. Big ups to Lucas. Now, Bjorn Sign wanted some Thormcrafty bits. I can't even remember what that thing's called. A what's it called? A thermometer. There we go. That's a pretty nice look, though. I like that. Now, another true OG, Santiago Medina, with actually what is a really nice aesthetic request. So we've got a pick in an item frame there, bismuth bronze. The willow chest, bringing the green with the bismuth bronze block underneath. That just feels like that summarizes TFC to me quite nicely. So big ups to Santiago. Also, pass it to Leo here, my cousin, my real life cousin. You've probably seen Liam on the channel a few times. Big ups Liam, big ups pass to Leo. He submitted his form and just put ask me later. So I didn't ask him, I just took that literally. So big ups pass it to Leo. Thank you, brother, for your support. And yeah, if you want this changed, you can ask me later. Knots with the X's, X Knots X. A red steel block, big ups. Seth S, that's quite a nice look. A couple of blocks of obsidian there and a black bronze anvil on top, looking good. Now, CAF 2. Copper armor set on a travel anchor. Not bad. Not a bad look. I like the travel anchor here because it does mean we can get into the room without breaking our ankles. On that subject, building stairs up is going to be something we do in this episode later on. Stay tuned. Ianatan66 asked for a 66, and I believe we did deliver. Looking fly. Now, the Abarash, an emerald block, a redstone torch. The Abarash has also been about for time. Big ups to the Abarash, and I mean, yeah, what a nice little collection of items. Now, no apologies, no regrets. Wanted some salt. I don't think that technically is salt in there. I can't remember what we put in instead, but it looks like salt. No apologies, no regrets. Also bringing a joke's name to the chat every time. Thank you very much. Now, Frasky. Frasky wanted good day, Mr. Stein, in a few different languages. So we picked a few random ones. I can't even remember what the languages are now, but Frasky would certainly want us not to say what the languages are. Frasky would want to play a guessing game. So let's have a look at them and have a guessing game here. And I can't remember which ones we picked. So I think I know this middle one here. Let's start with easy mode. Guten Abend, Herr Stein. I think we can all guess that one. Comment down below. Anyone who gets all three gets a good effort sticker. Gioni Najima, Mr. Stein. Not sure. And then Salamat Malam Pakstein. Big ups to Frasky, always with the guessing games in the chat. I've enjoyed that over the years. Thank you for your support. Jean Lin, the pickaxe of shame. Just an upside down bronze pickaxe. I think it's like on really low durability as well. I think that was part of the request. I can't remember if it actually is or not. But anyway, the pickaxe of shame. Thank you, Jean. Big ups to you. Ed 1700 wanted a table. I think that's a pretty nice little table. Smooth andesite table there. Now, another flag, I think this is, isn't it? Devjarov, I think, wanted a Belgian flag. Am I remembering this right? Or was it literally... I think that's what it was. And I think that's our Belgian flag. Yeah, not bad. I'm doing all this from memory, so big ups to you. Devjarov, thank you very much for the support. Lukey 222555. Just three blocks of gold, just maxing it out. And look, just to answer Kurt Luhan's don't trust the gold, these are gold blocks, as are all the blocks that make up the 1000. For sure, real gold there on that pillar. Big ups. Now, on to Stuart Glendening with the jack-o'-lantern. A classic touch from Stuart. Thank you very much. 99, the legend that is, another true OG, supporting the channel for ages. Big ups to 99, massive shout outs. Just a note block, but of course, on wood so that it is bass tuned to an E. 99, bass guitar player, wanted a bass E, and we did deliver. Thank you very much, 99. A true legend. Skeleton Bones. You know what? I'm feeling some similar vibes. Skullman. Skeleton Bones. People like skulls. I love skulls too. But thank you, Skeleton Bones, for all your support as well. Another OG. On to Jazza TX, also an OG. Thank you very much for your support. And I hope you enjoy your zombie head. Now, Timothy Banks. Timothy Banks got in slightly after 1000, but has been already a legend, an absolute legend. Turning up in streams, chatting away, bringing the thunder. And yeah, very supportive of the channel. Getting some super chats in there on the stream, which was jokes to see. There are no Easter eggs here. There are no Easter eggs here. None. I'm telling you guys, there are none. Okay? When the world is released for a world download, there's no Easter eggs here. Lazy Mag, big ups to Lazy Mags. Why is this not brown? I mean, I didn't understand that one, but I'm not going to lie, I'm into it. Anyway, big ups to Lazy Mag. Thank you so much for your support. Now, Eddie wanted a red flower. I think we need to go out and find a red one. I'll have to double check that. So for now, just a flower pot with no flower, but we'll go and find the red flower for Eddie there very soon. All right. Big ups to Eddie. Thank you so much. NZ Sam, a wolf. This is our last remaining wolf, so I think somebody else wanted a wolf and we need to go and find another one. Now, Samuel Wellbore. A big ups to NZ Sam, firstly. Samuel Wellbore just wanted any kind of engine because Samuel was an engineer. So there you go, combustion engine. We didn't go with the cheapest one. No, we did not. We went with a banger. Big ups to Samuel Wellbore. Now, Vanya. Vanya wanted fire brick blocks. And there we have it. I think there might have been something else we need to add to that as well. I need to double check. But certainly fire brick blocks, I think, is a great request. Sums up TFC for me perfectly. It's a moment of significant progression when you hit fire brick blocks. And Vanya, thank you so much for your support. Big ups to you. Now, Julian had very specific requests. A block of gold, a block of copper, and obsidian. And it's quite a nice combo, to be honest. That's a nice, like, imagine making a build like that looked like that. It would be quite bold, shall we say. Now, STGYO. Does that stand for something? Am I being trolled? I don't know. Stigio. Just a couple blocks of red steel there. Not much. Couple blocks of red steel is all. 18 ingots. Big ups. Thank you very much for your support. On to Matthias. Matthias McGlynn, who just wanted 3 full stacks of bismuth ingots. That's all. Not a lot. Just 64, 128. Yeah, 192. 192 ingots of bismuth. Not a big request. But we did deliver. Thank you very much, Matthias. Thank you for your support. Titian Media, another true OG, legend of the channel in the chat. I think the original request was for a red Eye of Ender, which we couldn't do, unfortunately. So we just have an Eye of Ender there for you, bruv. Not to be confused with Titan. Big ups to Titian Media. Thank you so much for all your support. Nate Parcel, equally, thank you so much for your support. Rocking the jukebox, not the note block, the juke. Oh, the lights are still on. I was like, why does it look so dark over there? It's just 'cause it's nighttime, I guess. Fading into the distance of the draw distance. Anyway, big ups to Nate Parcel. Thank you for your support. Another OG. And speaking of OGs, D Martinez V. A black bronze anvil. Second person to request one of those. They are very, very delicious to look at, aren't they? On a basalt block, specifically requested. Now, Lee-san, bringing all the dirt. All the dirt. And Rebel Night Owl, the derp, bringing 3 times as much dirt. Big ups to Lee-san. Big up to Rebel Night Owl. I remember actually when we started streaming and we got to this one, just as we started putting down the dirt for Lee-san, Lee-san appeared in the chat like, hey, how's it going? It's like, oh, welcome. What a moment to arrive. There was some really funny timing like that from what I recall. But big ups to both of the Dirt twins. It was funny they were next to each other in the list and both requested dirt. And so, big ups to both of you. Uzi Artifact 55 just wanted a black steel armor set, that's all. Nothing too major. We made it from scratch. Big ups, thank you very much, Uzi. Big ups to you. Blades with the Bismuth bronze armor request. Yes, thank you for your support also. Again, another armor set made from scratch. Big ups goes out to Daminator, here since 367, and what a wild ride it has been. So 367, that's good to have the record of what subscriber number he was. That is very jokes. Daminator, of course, the mod on our Discord server. If you haven't joined the Discord server, link is in the description. Justin Kolnick, another note block request. I remember Justin saying something percussive. Hence why a glass block and a nice wood click, wood stick, wood block thing going on there. Matthew Mora here. I think this is a really, really nice request. Just the most basic 3 tools in copper on display for everyone to see. The staples of any TFC world. Matthew Mora. A joy to look at that request there. And thank you for your support. Big ups to you. Now, Gunnar Jones. Gunnar Jones wanted a plinth, a custom plinth. I think we did quite well there. I think that's a nice little plinth. And what's this? An Essentia valve. I think, yeah, there was some kind of Thermcraft-based request. On to potato. Now, clearly something missing here. We need another item frame. And we have a potato growing over at the farm, which will go into that item frame. So for now, potato, you are just a sign that says potato. Anyway, thank you very much. Everybody loves a potato. Kinkiara, just straight up 3 obsidian tiles. I think the specific request was spooky blocks. And so I chose the obsidian tiles as being probably the spookiest block we have. They look pretty spooky, huh? So that's nice. On to Lematox Grey. Wanted an item frame inside some Tinker's Glass. Now, we couldn't get Tinker's Glass going, but we did get the Ender IO Glass, which I think is a nice alternative. And we did eventually manage to work out how to get the armor stand inside the glass. If you want to find out how, watch the VOD of the last stream. That was in the part 3. And yeah, it was quite funny when we finally worked it out after trying many different things. The solution was deceptively simple. And Resemble Life, another OG. Always commenting on videos, always coming up with amazing little tips and tricks and suggestions. Wanted a Thermcraft table and a Nitor on top. And that, to be fair, does look amazing, doesn't it? So big ups to Resemble Life. Thank you so much. Now, Bud W here, big ups to you. Bud W wanted something that could look as close to Marvin the Martian as possible. So we had a look online, and Marvin the Martian has like a little green skirt on and a green helmet. So that's about as close as we can get in TFC. I hope you appreciate the efforts. I like the characterfulness of that request. Going for a cartoon character there. And I hope we roughly delivered on that. Now, David Calnins wanted a cupboard under the stairs. Get it? Under the stairs. Harry Potter style. So we have a wand. And we have a lightning bolt scar. So yeah, that was pretty jokes. Lots of fun. I enjoyed the requests that are a little bit more open to my interpretation, you know, like the as close to Marvin the Martian as you can, or cupboard under the stairs, Harry Potter style. I think we did it justice there. So big ups to David. Thank you very much. Now, Azuman guy wanted the Azuma safe, and here it is. I'll just say no words. A party stash worthy of any Azuma safe, I think. Sophie C does have a little edit needed making to this. The request was actually for a beacon on the bottom, redstone block, and a torch on top. Or a lamp on top, I think was the request. So we just need to basically put a beacon down there, I think. Sophie C, also always one to comment and come up with very interesting suggestions, nice tips and tricks for me there. So big ups to Sophie C, thank you for that. Now, Marie-Pierre Carme, big ups to you with the rose gold anvil. It's a nice look. The rose gold anvil is actually really nice because it's like very unusual. It's like the only metal, I think, where you can make an anvil but you can't make tools. Yeah, good to have you as part of the community, and thank you for your support. Michael Brave, also an absolute OG supporter of the channel, wanted a coffee mug, which I think we've done. It's a nice coffee mug, that. So big ups to Michael Brave. Thank you so much for your support over the last months and years. In fact, I think we can say years now. We're approaching pretty much 2 solid years now, which is nice. So big ups to Michael Brave. Massive shout outs. Seifung, my good friend James. I believe this was not what he requested, but I just built a raft anyway. Because we've been playing Raft on the channel recently together, me and James. And yeah, look at that. It's a raft. I think he actually wanted 2 anvils crushing like a player head, a DankNStein player head. I don't know if that's possible. We might stick with the raft, but yeah, maybe we'll have a look at it later. Louis Lou gave me one to interpret. It was whatever you think represents TFC the most to me. So a few people made some suggestions here, but I figured a pile of ingots. The stacking of ingots is one of the best things about TFC for me. I've always enjoyed stacking up my wealth in physical piles like that you can see, rather than just hiding your stash away in chests. And then I think like the clay molds is a great thing, and the little vessels is a classic early game element, and then we just couldn't resist but put a fire brick on there as well. So that was my interpretation, and Louis Lou is definitely as well an OG supporter of the channel, so big ups to Louis. Thank you for your support. Now Mango Golem wanted a wolf. Mango Golem is the other person who wanted a wolf, so we need to go out and find another wolf, familiarize it, and then get it sitting down there. So that's one to work on. Alright, so that concludes the tour of the 1000 subscriber haul. We've obviously got some staircases to build now, and a hallway up there, I think. If we come and have a look up here, we want to be able to enter here, and then I think have some stairs that go down like on either side somehow. So we've got all that to work out in today's episode. So I think we'd better get to it. Should we drop a montage and just do a building montage now? We've been doing a lot of talking, so why don't we just do a building montage and get the staircases done, baby? Let's do it. Alright, 6. So that's the stairs done. And that was quite a process. So we're going to take a wee break from stairs just to look at a bit of... where is it? We're going to look at the ceiling because... Wait, I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean. We're just going to get these going. Yeah, nice. They look weird, but they work. Let's come over here. So we're making grass painted slabs because we're going to get rid of the real grass that's here. All of this. Where's my shovel? Ooh, okay, some of it already is. Okay, the edge pieces are, I guess, to stop them from falling in. Is that why I did it that way? I can't remember. Anyway, we're just going to get rid of them all because at the moment they're like on top of the ceiling that we want to change out. And the reason is, I'll show you now as we go downstairs. So these are the stairs, looking good. There's still probably some carving to smoothen out a little bit, but it's, I mean, the whole thing's looking rather impressive, and it kind of frames the 1000 really nicely. I was really careful to make sure the stairs didn't get in the way. Oh, let's move that. Get in the way of the 1000. It's giving the room a nice amount of shape. And it's kind of busying up the ceiling as well, which is important because now it means we can just go in with a block and just block out the whole ceiling. But the thing that we can now do is start getting rid of these. In fact, we can be a little bit more heavy-handed here, I think. We just get rid of all these because these are at the height that we want the actual ceiling to be. And then we're going to put the actual ceiling blocks we want in. And I think the way we've designed it with this nice bright with this bright spruce here, I think the chert bricks are going to do fine for the ceiling, to be honest. I think that's what we're going to go with. Alright, so we're getting the last of the easy bit done here. There we go. And then, yeah, this is the bit we're less sure of. But you can see that we've basically built a walkway that is exactly ready to have, like, floor on top of the roof level and lining up perfectly with ground level, which is quite nice. So if we wanted to put some ground floor doorways, like maybe a little doorway here, this would come right out, you know, right out to the outside world, for example. I'm not sure we do want a door there, but that's floor level. So we've kind of raised the roof, as it were, just to allow us in here like this. I guess we've got that bit to fill in, which is pretty plain sailing. But how we manage this kind of, this transition, I'm not so sure of. So, do we want the stairs to poke out and like not have it covered, or do we want it to be covered? I guess we don't want it covered. I think we should just get rid of all of this. Anything that we would be putting on a level above the level that the floor is actually at, or the roof is actually at, I think we should just get rid. I just think it shouldn't be there. And instead we should put the blocks that make up the floor above. Yeah, that's what I think we should do. Alright, I think that's it then. I think we've done everything apart from a little crack here, and then the opening here, and a little crack here. Let's go downstairs and have a look from below. I put a few lights, temporary lights, just on the stairway, just to make it a little bit easier to see what we're doing. But yeah, I think it works. I don't think it's too plain because all the attention is downstairs anyway. I mean, some writing on these walls, but maybe paintings. I've got some plans to make some custom paintings, and we'll get to that very shortly, actually. But yeah, I think it looks good down here. I think the crazy winding stairs really work, actually. And there's like arguments to put maybe some wooden beams, like pillars, holding them up a little bit. But they feel kind of supported enough as they are. They've got a nice sort of back end here, as it were. And yeah, it feels like it kind of goes into the ceiling fine. And then you pop out here. So I guess we just need to now design the room that goes above them. And they'll have some sort of fencing kind of, or we'll put more basalt maybe to just kind of organize this lip. But we do have these protruding bits. So yes, the rooms that go on this floor need some work. They need designing, and how we get up to the top to there. Yeah, there's a whole load of questions around how we design the interior here. But we're going to connect those dots in a later episode, I think. Just a quick side note. I hope you guys really appreciate how I did these stairs with the half. Like this is like a quarter of a block here, and then that's the full block there. Quarter of a block, full block. See, so you get this effect of the stair ending on half of the block. It just creates a smoothness going up that I find, and then that, you know, that's just slightly off from what a regular Minecraft stair would do. I hope you guys appreciate the effort. That means 3 chisels per block of stair here instead of just 1. To finish off this episode, we obviously don't know a lot about how this place is going to be worked out, but over here there is going to be a very particular room, a special room, which purpose will become clear. I did talk a little bit about this in the stream yesterday. Well, actually, it won't be yesterday. It'll be like a week ago now, from when the episode comes out. But as I said, I've been working around with some custom paintings. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take for me to find this. Wow, second try. There it was. Well, there it is. So this is a memorial here to Daminator's cat, Irene's son, 7 years old. Rest in peace. Daminator asked me if there was a way that we could remember Irene. I hope I'm saying that right as well, bruv. Like, I've only seen it written down. But we'll write it down on a sign in a minute. But Daminator asked me if there was a way we could somehow, you know, remember Irene in our TerraFirmaCraft world here. Somehow as part of the subscriber haul, if he could get it on his plinth or something. And I just thought, you know what? Let's have a shrine. Let's have a little memorial, a special room. Maybe shrine is the wrong word, but a memorial room. And so I thought about it. Daminator sent me this photo, and I messed about with the files in the jar files, whatever, to edit the paintings. To edit the artwork in the paintings there, and that's the result. I scaled down the image, and there she is in the world forever now. A few little plant pots there, a couple of candles, and yeah, let's put the signpost down now and get this done. All right, there we go. There's the sign. R.I.P. Irene's son. The first two rooms, but the first fully complete room, I would say, of the palace. Shout outs. And yeah, hopefully a fitting memorial here. Big ups to Daminator. These things are tough. And once again, thank you all for making this channel break that 1K mark. Truly, truly incredible. Not something I expected. So yeah, very, very nice stuff. And thank you all for watching as ever. Do like, do subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Alright. Take care. Peace.